What makes someone your best friend? I think it's that you laugh at the same things. You stand by each other no matter what. And sometimes, when you're together, you look at each other and you just know. Everything is perfect. Some people think you can't be best friends with your little brother. But with us, it's easy. I guess we just have the same Pete way of looking at things. Ours was the kind of best friendship that seemed like it was built to last forever.
Hey, how about it?
How was I to know that a 10-pound bowling ball was about to roll into our lives and destroy everything we stood for?
It's mighty strange. You looking happily deranged. I can't be settled in bed. Or have you picked your target yet? It's ended. Don't your dog bite? It's ended. It's ended. Don't your dog bite? It's ended. It's ended. Don't your dog bite? It's ended.
Some say it was just a ball. But to my dad, it was a dual rotating pressure torqued hunk of engineering perfection. When it hit the slats, the sound of thunder shook the lanes, and so it got the name
Rolling Thunder.
I think my dad was more proud of his bowling ball than he was of me and Pete. But then one day, my dad's fingers got too big to fit inside its sacred holes. He worked out like crazy to try and get them back into shape, but it was no use. I guess he could have drilled the holes wider, but that would have ruined its delicate calibration.
Feel the burn. Make it burn. Faster, faster.
Finally, he realized what he had to do. The time had come to pass the ball down to the next generation, and that's how it all started.
What if you could be rich forever, but you had to go to the bathroom through your nose?
Once a day,
Yeah,
I'd do it. What if you could get your driver's license now, but for 6 months, you'd have a trout head?
I already got one.
How'd you do that?
Hey, Pete, come here.
We both wondered what Dad was doing home on his bowling night, but then we had an even bigger surprise. Some say he possessed the secrets of the universe. All we knew for sure was he used to fix dishwashers for a living. He was our dad's dad, our grandfather.
Oh, boys, I missed you.
Because he lived so far away, he only came by once a year, so we knew something big was up.
Your father has something to tell you. That is, after he takes the gum out of his mouth.
I'm not chewing gum.
Dad was never that happy to see Grandpa. I guess because he always got treated like a kid. I gotta admit, it was pretty awful to watch.
Okay, Spunky.
Boys, as you know, your mother is the love of my life. But what you might not know is I also love another. And her name is Rolling Thunder.
How touching.
Some people say she's just a ball, but she's more. She's a friend, a teacher. She can pull you out of the eighth frame doldrums and smash through pins like lightning. But as you know, I've outgrown her.
Cut to the chase, Squirmy.
It's a Wrigley tradition to pass her down from father to son. That's why your grandfather's here to assist in the ceremony. It's time to give her to one of you, as she was given to me. The question is, which one of you shall be called the chosen one?
That's okay. Pete can have it.
Give it to Charity.
Are you going to be around a while, Grandpa?
Looks like I'll have to be.
Later that night, me and Pete were having a staring contest. Pete delivered his deadly nose flex lip quiver combo, outlawed in 3 states, and I was history.
Yes!
That's when we heard it.
Grandpa! Grandpa?
I wonder if we can have a little talk. Do you know the story of Rolling Thunder? It was a gift to my father from a Tibetan holy man whose dishwasher I once fixed. The ball is said to have certain powers. Power for good and power for evil. You don't believe me? Look, it has perfect proportions, and it seems almost weightless. Try. Like a feather, no? It's an engineering miracle.
The power.
The power that can only be harnessed by a Wrigley. You hear me? It must be passed on. And it must stay in the family. Good night.
Dad, I changed my mind. Can I have the ball?
Too late. It's mine.
I'm the oldest. I should get it.
I'm prepared to write you a check.
No. The one who gets Rolling Thunder has to prove to me that he has the qualities that make a Wrigley a Wrigley. Things like honor, valor, courage, and good hygiene.
Translated from Dad's speak,
Courteousness.
that meant whoever sucked up to him the most would get the ball.
Good spelling.
It was humiliating, but I'll do that.
Please, no, let me.
And so, the battle for the ball had begun. Dad had been after me to clean the garage since I was 5, so I figured the ball was practically mine. But while I was sweeping it up, Dad was soaking it up. Pete had made a Technicolor tribute to
Dad, a man of vision. Dad, a man of strength. Yes, few mortal men have the coordination, the determination, and the overall niceness of Dad.
Aw, Pete.
It was going to be a long battle.
Well, good night, buddy.
Sleep tight, pal. I guess Artie could feel the disturbance in the cosmic wind, because the next morning, the strongest man in the world had his portahome parked on our lawn and stood vigilant watch over our house. Meanwhile, with his father around, Dad was subject to surprise inspections and the loss of his hard-earned adult privileges.
Temper.
Pete and I had done more sucking up in 2 days than we had in our entire lives. The fact was, we were still tied. It was time for one of us to try something big. That night, I was coming home 5 minutes after bedtime when suddenly... I was busted. Pete had nabbed me in a violation of House Ordinance number 215. So much for a friendly contest. That's how you want to play it? This is... Honest Abe Lincoln once said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." I'll bet his dad was a bowler too. It's hard to believe that our friendship was ending over a piece of molten rock. But the battle lines were drawn. Pete took his half of the bunk and moved to the basement. We were no longer talking. Any messages we had, we sent through Ellen. We even had a system so we didn't have to see each other at meals.
Don, you have got to put a stop to this. It's gone too far.
Maybe she's right, Dad.
Maybe she is. And maybe she isn't.
Even with Artie guarding the house, the whole thing felt out of control.
Careful, boy, careful! There are unfavorable omens in the air.
You finished painting your dad's room yet?
I couldn't. Pete wallpapered it last night and put down carpet. Ellen, this is insane. We haven't talked in 2 weeks. We've never gone that long without talking.
War is ugly, Pete.
But he's my best friend.
I feel funny saying this, but maybe your best friendship wasn't meant to last forever. Friends do grow apart sometimes. And you are 4 years older. Think about it. You're brothers. How many brothers do you know who are best friends?
And so the war raged on. My brother, one of the greatest natural generals ever born, began a full frontal assault.
Pete says he's responsible, but last year he broke the hall vase. Pete says he loves his parents, but he didn't buy their anniversary card. He just signed it. And for the algebra final, Pete had to borrow notes. Broke the vase, signed the card, borrowed notes. You need someone you can trust with your bowling ball. Give it to Pete. He deserves it. Paid for by the committee to give Pete the bowling ball.
If I was going to win, I'd have to beat him at his own game.
Issue 1, Dad's bowling ball. Who deserves the celebrated sphere? Item, young Pete toppled the Asian bond market. Item, young Pete's science project caused spontaneous baldness across the Texas panhandle. Item, young Pete accidentally drained Lake Superior. His response?
No comment, grunge bag!
No comment, grunge bag? Not good enough. Exit question. Who gets the ball? Young Pete? Wrong. Answer, older Pete. Bye-bye.
Mom had had enough. She wasn't going to let our family fall apart over a bowling ball.
Honey, something wrong?
See, my mom had a metal plate in her head from an accident she had when she was a kid, and they both knew it would attract every lightning bolt for miles.
Come inside, right now!
Not until you stop this war.
I can't. He won't let me.
If you don't stand up to your father, I'm gonna blow myself to kingdom come.
Dad had no choice. Maybe he didn't have the guts to face his dad, but he got another idea. Later that night, he snuck Rolling Thunder from the house and ran 4 hours to the Canadian border.
Go on. What are you waiting for? You're free. Don't look at me like that.
Dad, it's
took it.
Bite my neck hair!
Maybe it was stolen. I thought I heard a noise last night.
Spunky, have you done something?
Oh, no.
I know that look. You've done something. Tell Papa.
What difference does it make? It's gone. Now we can get back to normal.
But we all knew things would never be normal again. And that's when we heard it.
Rolling thunder.
No one knew how it got back, but one thing was certain. We had to settle this thing once and for all. Sometimes the only way to stop a war is to fight the bloodiest battle ever. A battle so gruesome there can only be one undisputed winner. Me and Pete were gonna stare.
And 1 and 2. And 1 and 2.
Not only were the stakes higher than any other staring contest, but the only way to lose was to smile, and neither of us felt like smiling.
Must destroy. Must destroy. Pete.
Artie understood the contest could go on for weeks, even years, so he decided to come to our rescue.
You know what I've come for, Grandpappy? The ball! The ball! Out with it, old man!
You'll be sorry.
Disrupt their families?
Gutter lover!
Blue legless dog ball!
Take this!
The battle went on for hours. The ball was the fiercest foe Artie had ever tangled with. And in the end, the strong man went down.
Foolish man. Brave, but foolish.
With Artie defeated, nothing could stop us from the madness of the final showdown. 2 Petes would enter that room. Only one would come out. It's not too late to stop.
Quit stalling, Chunderhead. Make me laugh.
And so it began. At first, we just stood there, probing each other for weaknesses. Then suddenly, Pete attacked with a barrage of face twitches and tongue swirls that normally would have obliterated me. But I was ready and came right back with the Wisconsin ear wiggle I picked up last summer in Sheboygan. I caught him off guard, but he didn't crack a smile. The battle was raging. Meanwhile, my dad was fighting his own battle. It started when Grandpa brought out cookies and milk.
Maybe we should go up there.
No, I forbid it. The ball must be passed on. Nothing can stop it. Drink that. It's milk.
The contest slogged on for hour after brutal hour. The way it was going, maybe it would last the rest of our lives. It was insane. It was inhuman. Without warning, both of us unleashed everything we had.
Aruba! Aruba!
Oink, oink.
While we faced off against each other, Dad finally got up the nerve to face off against his dad.
Who ate all the cookies? You know what sugar does to your teeth. Come on, out with it. Who did it?
You want to know who ate the cookies? You want to know? I'll tell you. I ate the cookies. And you want to know what else? I didn't finish my milk. What do you think of that?
Spunky.
My name is not Spunky. My name is Dad. And this is my house, and my wife, and my kids, and that ball is out of here. This war is over.
But it wasn't. Me and Pete were locked in a death stare that nothing could break. As the intensity increased, I started to hallucinate. And I know he was going through the same thing.
Pete! Pete! Open the door!
I didn't know how much longer we could take it. But then something happened. I was able to see Pete again for what he really was. And I realized after all those hours, I wasn't staring at my enemy. I was staring at my best friend. I guess Pete felt the same way. And finally, the sheer stupidity of what we were doing got to us. The battle for the ball was over.
I was wrong to interfere with your family. And Spunky, Dad, I'm afraid I used the power of the ball for evil instead of good.
Well, I don't know about that, Dad. It did have the power to show you that your son had grown up. Maybe you'd like to stay around a while and get to know him. Huh?
Soon after that, things pretty much got back to normal. Pete moved back in, and somehow our bed was stronger than ever. Dad was free to avail himself of all the privileges of adulthood, including drinking non-milk beverages. And as for Rolling Thunder, now that no one desired it anymore, it had lost most of its evil power. Even so, we didn't want to take any chances. So after Grandpa taught Artie how to toss it with the sacred Tibetan power jam, it was time to say goodbye.
Puppy! Off with you, pesky pin bully!
We never knew where Rolling Thunder went, or if it would ever come back. But one thing was certain. We had learned our lesson. And next time, if it ever returned, we'd be ready.